With the latest buzz in Christian music, I'm Graham Barnard with a special Z-Buzz. We're looking back on some of the artists who made news in 1993. I'm standing in Studio B here at Z Music. This is a good place to start our look back because Z Music Television was certainly part of Christian music history in 1993. But first, let's put the spotlight on the artists. These are by no means the only artists who deserve attention, but time will only allow a glimpse back at those singers, songwriters, and musicians who we feel reached personal milestones that enriched the world of Christian music. Join us now for a look back on one of Christian music's greatest years. We begin with a woman who has helped make this industry what it is today. Sandi Patty made a powerful comeback this year after enduring significant personal hardship. 1993 has seen Sandi through some stormy weather with the end of her marriage, but it hasn't stopped the First Lady of Christian music from creating her most inspirational album yet. Sandi's newest release, Les Voyages on Word, has a lot more pop energy and frank honesty than her past work. After spending some time away, Sandi began opening up about her divorce and the abuse she suffered as a child. At the 1993 Dove Awards, Sandi said her fans helped her express her feelings honestly.
This year has really been amazing because people have been so loving, they've been so supportive, they've been concerned, and they've asked some tough questions. But I've realized that supporting someone doesn't necessarily mean that you agree with every decision that they've made. It just means you don't withdraw your love from them. And that is what I have felt this year so much.
Les Voyages is also different in its attempt to take listeners on an allegorical journey through the songs. Perhaps because of its adventurous nature and honest appeal, Les Voyages is definitely a candidate for Best Inspirational Album at next year's Dove Awards. 1994 may yet be Sandi Patty's greatest year. And Sandi Patty is the favorite female singer of our artists to make news, another artist to make news in 1993. Mark Lowry became the most recognizable Christian comedian this year. This multi-talented singer, songwriter, comedian has his roots in musical theater, but spend some time with Mark and I bet he'll make you laugh. Christian comedy, huh? Sound impossible? Listen to Mark Lowry.
I thought for sure I'd get married, when I was 33, because, the Lord laid down his life when he was 33.
Mark started as a child star ready for Broadway, but he credits his mother's prayers for landing him in Christian music. Now he's traveling the country, saying things in church that used to get him in trouble. His latest project is a video and CD called The Last Word, recorded at the Tivoli Theater in Chattanooga. He also sings in the Gaither Vocal Band. Pretty impressive. Mark was a guest on Z Music Television. He condensed his life story for us when the Z-Tunes floor director said, "Wrap it up."
30 seconds, okay. I went there to study business, and when I was there, God called me to the music industry. So what I did, I knew that I had to do what God wanted me to do, because, if God calls you to be a ditch digger, you'd have to step down to be president. At least that's what my father told me. Now he's doing this, so I gotta hurry. Then God called me, I went into singing, and then comedy came along. I started talking within songs, because I had to do something while the little old man in the back of the church was changing the soundtracks. And so, there I go, and the rest is, quasi-history.
And he did it in 26 seconds. Not only can Mark sing and tell jokes, he's also a sensitive songwriter. He wrote the song Mary Did You Know for Michael English's debut release. Mark Lowry, the most recognizable Christian comedian of 1993. You need not worry about a family feud weakening this family's ties. The Winans have always been a strong force in Christian music, but 1993 was perhaps one of their strongest years as a singing family. There are 12 in the Winans clan, of which the Winans brothers and Bibi and Cece are best known. This year, however, the two youngest daughters in the family came into their own. Angie and Debbie Winans took center stage with their new self-titled release, Angie and Debbie on Frontline. And the project has some pretty impressive names to sport. Malcolm Jamal Warner produced the video for the single Light of Love, in which Whitney Houston appears singing backup. Angie and Debbie also toured with Whitney this year, performing songs from their new CD. Angie and Debbie weren't the only busy ones in the Winans family, though. Bibi and Cece had a busy year as well, releasing their new Christmas album titled First Christmas. And reviewers are raving about Bibi and Cece NBC's fantastic performance of the traditional Christmas favorites. The Winans brothers also have enjoyed the spotlight in 1993. The four Winans sons released their new album, All Out, which is every bit as energetic as their Dove Award-winning It's Time. In 1993, this pop quartet became the new Fab Four. Marty, Mark, Andy, and Kurt won the Dove Award for Group of the Year, and they established themselves as an inspiring presence on Z Music Television. They are, of course, For Him. Their videos from their new Basics of Life CD were some of the most requested on Z Music. For Him also released a new Christmas album on Benson called A Season of Love, and that brought their careers full circle. One of the first songs these four guys sang together in the group Truth was A Christmas Carol. We'll be seeing a lot more of the Fab For Him. Their contracts have them together for at least several more years. One group in Christian music reached a high point in artistry and ministry this year. First Call released their latest CD, Sacred Journey, on Myrrh, and have been winning new fans left and right. First Call's brand of inspirational pop music and signature harmonies make them one of the most recognizable groups in Christian music. And you could call their concept videos works of art as well. First Call released 2 video singles in 1993. Both are inspiring and uplifting and just, well, pretty. Marty, Bonnie, and Maribeth say they wanted to celebrate the Christian life in their new CD. Bonnie says First Call wants to make sure they keep their message plain and simple.
The lines seem to be getting a lot more gray in the world, and the more gray the lines get, I think the more determined or convicted the three of us get as a group to, in our own little way, whatever little voice First Call has in this huge ocean of music that's out there. We want what we're singing about to be clearly about our faith.
The new music of First Call will carry over into 1994. They begin touring their music from Sacred Journey early in the year. Well, there's lots more ahead on this glance at 1993. Coming up, DC Talk, Carmen and Cindy Morgan. You're watching the Z-Buzz Flashback to 1993 on Z Music Television.